Namaste Gurukulins. I hope you all are fine and safe. And in the last class, we were doing the chapter 24, Help I Can't Breathe. And we will carry it further. This is the final video of this chapter, Help I Can't Breathe. And in the last class, we discussed about different factors by which the environment get polluted. Actually, we discussed about pollution and different kinds of pollution like air pollution, water pollution, land pollution. Today we will discuss about the fourth pollution which is there in our book, that is noise pollution. So the fourth one is noise pollution. Noise pollution, it may be familiar to you or it may be a new word to you. Noise pollution means the pollution which is created by the high volume or noise. You know, high volume or noise that makes us irritating, and it is not suiting or suitable to our ears, and we don't like the music or volume or voice at a very high level, and you know it is very irritating to our eardrum, because the sound comes in our ears, and from ears it gets to converted into the message, and our brain receives that message. So this ear, you know that we have a limit of everything. You can eat up to a certain limit, you can drink water up to a certain limit, okay, you can work up to a certain limit. So there is a limit in this audible power also. Yes, we can listen or we can hear the sound of only 80 decibel unit. 80 decibel is a unit of sound, so we can hear the sound of only 80 decibel. Above the sound of 80 decibel, it is not good for our ears and we get irritated. And this very irritating voice or noise, when it comes and it gets into our ear, and when it attacks the eardrum, after colliding the eardrum, it makes us irritating, especially in the case of old age people and child or children. The small children or old age people, they often get irritated by this. It makes sleeplessness to them, and they feel unstable, they are not relaxed, they are restless. So this causes irritating problem, and there are certain problems which are caused by this high volume, and this is noise pollution. What kind of problem or health issues we can get by this high volume? What kind of diseases can we get? Like high BP. High BP means high blood pressure or hypertension. Hypertension, high blood BP, or some other diseases also can be occurred by this noise pollution. And which kind of diseases? Which are related to our brain, our concentration, our memory. So we should be like, we should allow only a certain level or certain volume the music which we are listening, and you know, in the voice, the volume, the voice coming out of the loudspeaker, sometimes it also makes us irritating. So we should avoid a very high level of volume of music or voice, so that we can live a healthy life. Okay, so these were the four kind of pollution which we discussed. The first one was air pollution, the second one was water pollution, land pollution, and this is the fourth one, which is noise pollution. I told you about all the pollutions, that these in total, they are destroying, they are causing problem to our environment, and they are causing problem to our health. So we should avoid this, and we should try to balance our nature and environment, so that we can live a healthy, wealthy life on this green planet called Earth. So now one more thing. Now what are the ways to prevent Now, as we have discussed different kind of various types of pollutions, now what is the way out? What is the way out, or what are the solutions so that these kind of pollutions do not harm us or our planet or our environment? What are the way outs? What are the solutions? So very first one, there are many, plenty of them. Some of them are right now coming into your mind. Suppose if I ask you that, beta, tell me that how can we control the pollution? The very first thing, like starting from the very first, the first one was air pollution. So air pollution is caused because of like burning and because of harmful gases. So we should stop or avoid what? Burning. Now this burning means only up to a certain limit, the necessary activities that we have to do in our daily life or in our lives, that we can perform. But the major burning processes, like the people, the farmer, after the harvesting of the crop, what they do in the empty field, they put it on the fire, and that causes very great harm to the environment, or it causes air pollution, because this harmful smoke and gases, they directly goes into our atmosphere. So we should completely avoid that. Second was water pollution. We know that the industries and the factories, their pollutants, their chemicals, they are directly thrown into the river, and because of that the river gets polluted. So we should avoid the pouring of chemicals in river. Okay. Next, thirdly, what we should do, we know that we throw garbage here and there. There should be a proper disposal system. In this, 2-3 things can come. Now there should be proper disposal of garbage also. There should be proper disposal of sewage water also, and all this treatment can be done by our own methods. And these methods, we are adopting these methods, but not at a very large scale. You know, we say that prevention is better than cure. So we should prevent the things to occur instead of we are curing it later on. So we should prevent these things to happen. Okay. So this was proper disposal system like of garbage and sewage. And next, what we can do, we can plant more and more trees. To that, there is a term called afforestation. Afforestation means we should plant the trees at a larger scale. So that process is known as afforestation, and we should completely ban on these are to be banned. And what should be banned? Deforestation is to be banned. The deforestation process should be completely banned. Now what is deforestation? De means removal. That means the cutting down of trees at a very large scale. That should be completely avoided, or it should be stopped, so that the planet can remain green. And what you can do at your level, I will discuss it later. But before that, we are coming back to the points. The next point, what we can do to avoid the pollution to occur or to prevent, what precautions can we take? Can you tell me? One very important thing is that we should know the difference between biodegradable and non-biodegradable items. We should know the difference between them. Biodegradable things are the things which get degraded after a certain time. जो गल जाती हैं, खत्म हो जाती हैं, they get mixed into the soil after a long time. But non-biodegradable things are those things which do not get degraded, जो time के साथ degrade नहीं होती हैं. They remain as such in our atmosphere or in our land, like plastic. Okay, metal cans and glass, this take very much thousands of years to get converted in some of the plastic and polythenes. They do not get degraded at all. So we should, what we should do then, because we are using the plastic and polythene at a large scale, very much large scale. So what we should do, we should go for recycling. Firstly, we should go for reuse and then recycling. Reuse means we should or we can use the metal containers, the plastic containers, the plastic bottles or polythenes. We can recycle them or we can reuse them again and again. And reduce is also the very helpful managing thing. Reduce means reduce the usage of certain things, like we keep on buying the things which comes in the package, comes in the plastic box and decorative packagings, but these are really harmful to the environment. Rather, we should opt for the sustainable things. What are these sustainable and environment friendly things? These are like paper and jute bags. We should opt these things because these things are very much environment friendly and these help in making the environment clean and green. So these all are the things which we should opt to prevent the pollution or for making the earth clean and green. And at your level, I told you, at your level what we can do. Nowadays you are at home, so what you can do at your level? Firstly, 3 things you can opt for: reduce, okay, reuse and recycle. These three things which we can use or which we can opt in our daily life. Thirdly, what we can do? We can use the paper bag and the jute bags, and very importantly what we will do, definitely I want to check this out. You can send me the pics also, and you can tell me, you can give me the report of this, that what you have done or not. Like you can plant a tree. Okay, you can plant a sapling or a tree at your home and you can take care of that. As many as tree as you can afford, you can plant with the help of your parents. You must do that. And this is all about this chapter. In this chapter we discussed about pollution, different types of pollution and the ways to prevent the pollution to occur at our level, what we can do. These things we have discussed in this chapter, and this chapter is over now, and the PDF I will send you after this video. And please, this is very familiar topic. I told you in the last video lecture also that the chapters in the EVS, these are the topics which are familiar to our daily routines. Okay, so we should discuss it with our parents, with our friends, relatives, our siblings, so that the knowledge get enhanced and the knowledge can be spread all over. So keep revising this kind of chapters, these all chapters in the EVS, and please do it thoroughly, because at the time of online test all the chapters comes instantly together. So if you are able to do them beforehand, that will be great for you people. So we'll meet in the next video lecture with a new chapter. Till then, namaste.